everyone, welcome to day 3 of week 2. Yesterday you should have done this worksheet that's on my screen now. You should have used Google to help you find the answers. Now, I know that maybe you didn't find all the answers or there were some ambiguous answers, which is okay because today we're going to go over it. Um, okay, so I want to tell you that I want to remind you that I do have dogs, so sometimes they bark out of nowhere for no reason. So don't mind them if they bark. I'm gonna try to pause it if in case they do. But that's just a warning. All right. So if you haven't done this page already, make sure you do it and submit to day 2. Okay. So let me go into the presentation for today. Um, this is what we would have done in class. Okay. So before we start, please submit any work from week 1. I want to remind you that that work is graded, and if you haven't done so, please check your grades. There are a lot of you who are missing week 1 assignments. Those grades go into marking period 4, so please make sure that you know that it needs to be done. Okay. We are going to have our first quiz on Wednesday. Now, you probably think it's so soon. Don't worry, I'm going to prepare you with everything you need for the quiz on Wednesday. The quiz on Wednesday is going to be about Francophone countries. Mostly the presentation I did before we came into this break, quarantine, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to share that presentation with you so that you have it. It's a Google Slides. So I'm going to share that with you at some point this week. I just don't know how it's best because Google Drive is not communicating very well with Schoology. Okay. The other component of the quiz is going to be on French culture. So everything we're going to do today or this week will be on the quiz. All right. So let's get started with these France facts. Today we're only going to do the first page. So questions 1 through 13. Okay. Let's start with question 1. France is divided into blank regions. So France, when you Google this answer, the answer is 13. That is incorrect, okay? You need to also keep reading where it says, aside from the 13 regions, there are 5 overseas, all right? So 5 plus 13 is 18, okay? A lot of kids get this wrong because they don't read any further, but the answer is 18. Here is a picture of the 13 regions, okay? These are the regions that are in mainland France, not the ones overseas, okay? All right, let's continue. So, number 2 says, how big is France? Now, you might have thought in square miles, etc. I should have been more clear. I meant in comparison to the United States, how big is France? Take a guess. I'm gonna leave a pause. France is as big as Texas. So what does that tell you about France? That means France is very small compared to the United States. Yes, Texas is the biggest state here in the United States, but remember there are 50 states. So France is definitely smaller than the United States. The next question is Paris is located in the region called, and many of you probably didn't get this, and it's okay because you would have to read further. And the answer is l'Île de France, which means the island of France. So keep that in mind for the next question. Okay. Here is the picture of where Paris is. And I'm sorry, it wasn't the next question. The question later on. Sorry, I'm like looking at the paper as well. Okay, so the river that crosses through Paris is called, hopefully you got this right, it is the Seine River. Okay, here's the picture. A lot of people take tours on these boats that give them a tour of the city because obviously it crosses through Paris. So It's a great tour to take. I took it a long time ago, and it was very nice. You also get to pass the Eiffel Tower, as you can see right there. So it is very nice. Okay, let's continue. So one of the questions was, which are some of France's overseas territories? Um, the question that I have displayed here is, which of these is not a French overseas territory, for which you should have gotten Haiti. Now, even if you didn't know Guadeloupe, Réunion, and Tahiti was a French overseas territory, you should have known from our discussion before that Haiti got its independence from France back in the day. Okay, so we had a discussion on how Haiti came to know French and then Creole. I hope you remember that. But if you don't, it's okay because it's been a month. So let's carry on. Okay, here is a map of the various French territories. Okay, the city of Paris originated. Remember, I told you to remember question number 3 because it gives you the answer. It is located in an island, or I'm sorry, it originated in an island. Remember Ile de France, the island of France, right? Here's the picture. The water is surrounding it, okay? And the current president of France is Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron did not invent the macaroons, okay? Here's a picture of him. His last name just kind of looks like the word macaroon, but that's not even how you spell it, okay? Great, let's move on. The currency of France, and hopefully you know, or if you've been abroad, you should know that the currency of France is euros. Here's a picture of some euros. Now, these euros look fake, okay? But trust me, they are worth more than $1. So they are not fake. You would want these. All right. So French people typically greet each other by, hopefully you learned this in exploring French, and if you didn't, that's okay. Yes, people do wave at each other, but formally, people kiss on the cheek with their friends and families, and they do handshakes as well. Here's a picture, okay? Um, for people that know each other very well, they'll do the kiss on the cheek. For strangers that just met or at a job interview, you will be shaking hands. Okay, the palace that is in Paris is called Versailles. So, Versailles is this palace that is very beautiful and large. If you've ever been, lucky you. I was one of those lucky people, and I have gone. It is very large, it is very beautiful. Um, and they do give tours of the inside of the palace. We learned many things about King Louis XIV. And do keep the palace in mind because in future lessons we will discuss it in a little bit more depth, okay? Same thing with the museum. The most visited in the world is Le Louvre. Le Louvre Museum is, in fact, the most visited in the world, and it is home to the Mona Lisa. I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of the Mona Lisa. If not, not to worry. We will talk about it later on when we discuss Le Louvre. Okay, so here's a picture of Le Louvre, and it is beautiful as well. Well, gee, everything in France is beautiful. Let's put it that way. Okay, so here's a picture of Le Louvre from the outside. It's very big on the inside. People used to ride horses there back in the day, but that's a discussion for another time. The next question was, France is the top exporter of which products? You would have found that France exports wine, aircraft, and perfume. They do export chocolate. But the question is, France is the top exporter of all of the following except. So yes, they may export chocolate, but it's not one of their top things. Instead, it is the aircraft carriers. And let's talk about the symbol of France. The symbol of France is a rooster. Okay. So here we go. Here's a picture of the Gallic rooster. Um, I don't know exactly the background about this, but that is the symbol of France. All right, we are going to actually stop here today. I know this was kind of short, but I feel like I went kind of fast, and perhaps you need to rewatch this video again, so I'm going to let you do that, okay? But I want you to keep in mind that we will have a quiz this week, or not this week, I'm sorry, next Wednesday, okay? I am going to post study material for the quiz at the bottom of the folder. If you have any questions, please be sure to email me. I am available. I'm not always by my computer. I do sometimes get notifications on my phone. I do sometimes turn them off, mostly in the evening, okay? But if you email me during the day, I most likely will email you back pretty soon. If I don't get to you that same day, don't worry, I will get you the next day. Okay. That being said, if you don't have to rewatch this video, please take the time to check your grades and hand in anything that you are missing. If you have any questions about assignments from week 1, you need to let me know. Okay? Great. Anyway, it was nice talking to all of you. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.